taking care of his son has brittle bone disease, and so Larry will find that very interesting. But we can't look at all of them. That's why I asked Bill. I said, look, we got a lot of flooded basements, but I said if we can only look at one or two. Now the next one you mentioned, Beatty, is not something that would mean anything to a non-pilot, but we can still look at it. But this guy Beatty that we're about to see, where was it, Bill?
Right on the back wall there.
Over here somewhere? The south wall would be straight ahead. This guy here, he's, let's just say, for lack of a better description, I'll say he's the Michael Jordan or the Tom Brady of aviation.
Oh, wow.
The Coors Beer come to use the BD5 team to advertise their product. There is no doubt about the ability of the BD5 to capture attention. There is a haunting overtone to this picture with the Twin Towers. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see that with the Twin Towers that are no longer there in the background. It is a little haunting, isn't it?
Yeah, so Jim Beatty's the guy on the top, and Courtney Farnoff is the guy that flew in the 85 in the movie Octopussy, I believe it is.
Oh, that's a James Bond, right?
James Bond movie, yeah. When he flew in through the hangar doors.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've seen that movie, but I've heard about it.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Pilot who flew it there on the bottom.
It's class. I watched
Corky Fornoff was one of the pilots on the BD Corp Air team. His aerobatics in the BD-5 caught the attention of the producers of the James Bond films. He was the pilot in the famed 007 scene from the movie Octopussy. From that point forward, Corky was the person that did all of the piloting for the James Bond movies. Wow. So this is really one heck of a museum you got here, Bill.
Well, you know, like I say, the city had the guy, his name's up there, I forget what it is, Miles, but he's the one that curates these pictures.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, IA Root Candle, they're involved in aviation, and that's what most of that wall is, the IA Root Company.
Can I take a guess on something that I know nothing about? Because I like to do that. Sometimes we have a pipe burst in a factory, and I'll look at some big machine where I don't even know what the thing does. Does it make, pancakes, or is it a, metal stamping machine? And I'll look at some big machine, and I'll say, boy, I bet that thing costs $85,000. And I've had so many times where I've been shocked and surprised where they're like, yeah, that's right. I'm like, how much is it really? What you said, $85,000. Maybe I've missed my calling in life. I should have been on the Price is Right or whatever. But I'm going to guess that if you had, because is the company still making the BD5 kits?
So.
All right, but if we had a used one that was in good condition sitting here and somebody wanted to sell it to me and I could afford it, I would guess that a used, in good condition, that flies good, that kit plane already built, I could be way off, but I'm going to say 50,000, 75,000 maybe?
I'd say closer to 100, maybe.
They're fast, aren't they? It's like a rocket.
They used to come in and have one demonstrate at the...
Wait, it's a jet.
Yeah, it's a jet. They had one demonstrate.
I saw one at Burke Lake for once.
Yeah, and I remember the gear. Gear up, gear down. Gear down, gear up.
It's like, yeah.
Just...
Well, how about, you know what, correct me if I'm wrong, the long easy, that would be Burt Rutan, how do you pronounce it, Rutten?
Right.
Rutten, that's a pretty cool plane too. You don't see too many of those.
No, we get some coming here every
But
now and
that's
then.
also fast, but it's not a jet. So
No.
this is gonna be much faster.
That's
If I had to guess, I'm gonna say this plane, let's talk miles per hour, because he's not a pilot. We don't wanna talk nautical miles or not. I'm gonna say, if we took off, is it a single pilot plane?
It's single pilot.
Okay, so I can't take you for a ride in it,
Yeah.
because it's only big enough for one person. But if I take off for this, I want to fly over to Burke Lake from the airport over there by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going to say I'm going to be going almost 300 miles an hour.
Remember, you're restricted to only 250.
I know, in the what I still call the terminal control area, but it's Class B airspace. I know, I am a flight instructor, as I showed you. So, but okay, so I cannot go over 250 in the Class B airspace.
Right.
But if I got some waiver because it's an air show or whatever, will it do 300 miles an hour? 350?
Well, let me find out.
Oh, you're gonna Google it, all right?
212 miles per hour is the top speed.
Oh, I thought it would go faster than that.
Range 1,100 miles.
That's a lot of range.
Weight 310 pounds.
I would have thought the range would be way less, so you can go halfway to California before you land for fuel. Where's the gas tank? I mean, obviously it's in the wings, right?
And and the unit cost back in 1970 was $2,600 to $2,800.
All right, I'll give you 3,000. You can keep the change.
Yeah, BD aircraft.
I'll give you $3,000 right now, and you can keep the change. But right now, you're saying it'd be more like 100,000.
Right. Now, I remember they also had prop versions. They didn't just have jets. They also had the propeller version.
So that would cost less?
Yeah,
Because a jet engine costs more?
probably.
Well, let's come back when we have more time where we could actually go up for a little. Correct me if I'm wrong. If this was a beautiful sunny day and you didn't have other students, and if I said, hey, let's let Brian sit in the front seat with you, give him a flying line, I'll sit in the back. I mean, we would, potentially, we'd already be up in the air, right?
Now, you got a checkout card here?
But I wouldn't need that if you were the flight instructor.
Well, if you have the checkout card and you're current, you would be able to just take the plane yourself.
Of course.
There's
But
no minimum requirements to be flying here.
There you
So
go.
you could take them up
So
yourself.
I am going to join. Again, you know I've been a member before.
Let's see, what's your last name, Joe?
Dohar, D-O-H-A-R. Dohar, D-O-H. I'm not in the club now, but what is it called? Isn't it 50
Let's see
bucks?
if you have a checkout card.
Well, yeah, but that would have been from years ago.
That's all right.
It's still,
If you got current and you have a checkout
I would still want to go up with you.
card, that's a saving.
In other words, I might be able to legally do it, but I still, if you wouldn't mind going up for an hour, if you say, okay, Joe, you seem to know what you're doing and you haven't forgotten everything, because I haven't been current in a little while. So it's Dohar, D-O-H-A-R, Dohar, Delta, Oscar, Hotel, Alpha, Romeo. Hello there, young man, how's it going? I said, hello there, young man, how's it going?
Who you calling young?
Well, I'm 56. I'm assuming you're younger than that. I believe I'm the most senior.
You're wrong by about 40 years.
Well, I was close.
40 years higher.
Oh,
Not younger.
what are you flying today in this rain?
Nothing.
What have you flown in the past?
In the past, everything.
Or should I say, what haven't you flown?
I haven't flown any jets yet. Not going to either.
Either have I, so don't feel bad. We like the real planes, the prop planes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's,
You can see everything. See where you're
yeah, you
going.
can't see it doing. He flew to Vegas how long ago?
That was in February.
That don't count. You can't see, he flew to Las Vegas, but that don't count, does it? I mean, you can't, when you're up at 30, 40,000 feet, you look out, you can't see nothing. I mean, maybe you can see the mountains.
You can see the frost on the windshield if it gets cold enough up there.
Well, there is the standard adiabatic temperature lapse rate of 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit or 2 degrees Celsius for every 1,000 feet you go up, am I correct?
Something like that.
Yeah, that is correct.
You have to ask the instructor.
Well, let's ask, are you, wait.
You're an instructor.
No, I thought, Bill, is the standard
did that.
adiabatic temperature lapse rate 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit, also known as 2 degrees Celsius for every 1,000 feet you go up? Yeah, okay, I guess I didn't forget everything then. I still know some stuff, even though I haven't. Well, I told you it was 100 years ago, but, so you'll check me out? Do you think I still, oh, hey, there's one last thing we forgot to show you over here. Bill recommended this, so let's do it. I don't want to do it. I have no interest in doing it, but Bill said to do it. Yeah, Bill said to do it, so we're going to do it. I don't want to do it. We don't have time to do it. I know, but Bill said to do it, so we're going to do it. Take the umbrella. Take this. Follow me. All right, I got it. Bill's a nice guy, isn't he? I've only talked to him really once or twice in my life, but he's such a nice guy. I told him, he didn't even remember. I started my flight review with him. I still call it a biennial flight review, BFR, but that's not the correct term anymore. And it's different if you're over 40 or under 40 now. You're under 40, right?
Yeah.
So you could actually get by with your third class medical. You would only have to do it every 3 years.
Oh.
Because I'm over 40, they want me to see the doctor a little bit more often. I'd have to do it every 2 years. But, as you get older, you maybe have a heart problem or whatever. So where are we going? Are we getting in this plane to take off? No, because we don't.
Let's say I don't have time. You don't have time.
No,
I gotta go with me and my mom.
but you heard what he said. If I've been checked out, he goes, Joe, you can just go by yourself. You don't need me. So if we had more time, would we be on our way to? Let's say Riley was up at Clinton Bay. Would we go up there and take her and her parents for a little airplane ride? Do some island hopping. So, all right, well, get in. We're not going anywhere. You're sitting. Let me move the seat back for you. Here's how you do it. You lift up here, front, you squeeze, and
Kind of like a driver's seat.
actually, here's the thing. They put pins in it. See it? The reason that was actually an air safety directive by the FAA, because there's been accidents. See this pin right there?
Yeah, I see
The
it.
screw? Sometimes these older planes, it would slide all the way back, and then the pilot can't reach the controls and they crash and die. So now it can't go beyond that. So it's a little harder to get in. But at least I think you'll be able to get in. Can I go around the other side, please? You have to get in over here. I want you to get in right there. Now, we would not have had the time to come all the way out here because we're busy, but we were right down the street, were we not?
Yeah.
We left the customer's house, and within 5 minutes, we're already here at the airport where you got to use the bathroom
Yeah.
and get the donut. And I had some coffee and a donut.
Yeah.
Well, take the control yoke out. Right here, pull it out, straight up. Straight up. Put it up here so we don't forget, because it says remove before starting the engine. Now look what you could do.
I'll pull it all the way back and
See?
turn the wheels and everything. Huh?
This is one of the last checks we do, a figure 8. All the way to the left, all the way out, over to make sure you're checking all the control linkages. Now, look what's happening as you turn this left and right. Look out on the end of the wing. Turn this left and right. One hand, you can only use one hand. Now go the other way. See it? That's the aileron.
That's releasing the flaps.
Now, here's how you remember which one's supposed to go up and which one's supposed to go down. Let me show you a little trick of how